Development Approval Procedure Amendment Bylaw Number 2337 for 2020.
The recommendation that pursuant to the report of the planner dated November 6, 2020, Development Approval Procedures Amendment Bylaw number 2337, 2020 be introduced and given first 3 readings.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Permissive Property Tax Exemption Bylaw 2342 for 2020 for adoption.
The clerk's note that the City of Williams Lake Permissive Property Tax Exemption Amendment Bylaw number 2342, 2020 be reconsidered and adopted.
So moved.
Second.
And this is for the Youth for Christ property that's been sold. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Councillor Nelson, I'm assuming if you're opposed, you will, otherwise we'll assume you're okay?
That's correct.
Thank you. Correspondence, minutes of the Central Cariboo Joint Committee meeting held October 28th, 2020.
Clerk's note that the minutes of the Central Cariboo Joint Committee meeting held October 28, 2020 be received.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Change approval for use of lake harvester on specified areas in Williams Lake.
Clerk's note that the letter from the Ministry of Forest, Lands, Natural Resource Operations and Rural Development, Water Management, dated November 9th, 2020, and attached change approval for the City of Williams Lake, file 5003029, authorizing the use of a lake harvester equipment on areas of Williams Lake as specified therein, be received for information.
So moved.
Okay, I have a question of staff, I guess, and when I read through it, because there's some areas that I don't think go to the areas that as far as we need to, and particularly for the float plains and whatnot, and it says in the deal we have 30 days to appeal, and I went through their website and everything to try and figure out if we do appeal, does it stop the process, or can we just have amendments? If we register an appeal, would we be able to, I don't want to stop it, and I don't want to have it just canceled at this stage of the game. So should we put in a notice of appeal for to change the areas, or should we wait until next year? Who can answer that question?
I can answer. So thanks, Your Worship. The permit, that looks more like a housekeeping error because there's no reason why we wanted to have the weed harvesting done in the aerodrome. And if we don't go quite to the property that has the airplanes, it doesn't really satisfy what we're looking for. So we will have discussions with Flinro and we'll just ask for them to change that. We don't have to do an appeal or anything like that.
Okay.
We'll change the areas and just work that way.
okay.
And then regardless, we'll work with them next year and say this doesn't suit what we're trying to achieve, and therefore we need to have this go farther. And I don't think it should be an issue.
Okay, and some of the areas on the map, I can't believe by that map that area is only 6 feet or 2 meters deep. I think it's got to be deeper than that, but
Your Worship?
the different shades of blue on the water. So.
Yeah.